Yeah, we'll start on the bodies front, Danny. Any fresh concerns from Saturday going into tomorrow?
No, I think we've come through unscathed, thankfully, after having a difficult couple of weeks and a difficult couple of games. So no, we've come through pretty well from the Birmingham game.
Do you welcome anyone back? I mean, Danny Simpson maybe, is he pushing for a return?
Well, we're hopeful. We're always hopeful, and certainly with where we're at, we could definitely benefit from having one or two back available to us.
Jayden Brown, I'm right in saying it was an ankle ligament problem, wasn't it? Do you have a time scale on that?
Yeah, Jayden blew the TFL, which is the front ligament on his ankle. It's not as bad as it sounds. It's a ligament that a lot of footballers do. He's back on the grass, which is a positive, doing some straight line work. The next stage in his development is some twist and turning and trying to develop the proprioception in the ankle to try to develop the stability and the ligament memory so that it can cope with the demands of playing left back in the Championship. Lewis
O'Brien filled in his usual place of left back. Firstly, how do you think he did?
I thought he did great. I think it's never easy when a player is asked to play out of position. The fact that we had both of our midfield players playing in full-back positions was far from ideal, but I thought they both acquitted themselves really well. They're both honest, hard-working boys, him and Juninho Bacuna. I think they were willing to put the team before themselves, which is always qualities that we look for in our players, and I felt that they both did well, although if they're required to play there again tomorrow, we think that the demands on them will be much higher against what is a very good Swansea team.
Considering Danny doesn't return then, would you look to maintain Juninho at full-back as well as Lewis O'Brien?
I definitely think it's an option to us. I look at both of them. Like I said, they're team-orientated. They're both good in the 1v1 moment. We've done quite a lot of work over the international break in trying to help them play in that position and give them the tools and the game understanding that you need. It's not easy to do that in 1 week, as you'll understand. But no, for us, I look at both players and they definitely give us an option in that full-back position. Certainly give us athleticism on the overlap. Certainly give us good quality offensively. But for us, always those positions is about defending first. And we were pleased with them in the 1v1 moment. I think it's always, I think sometimes when midfield players go and play in a defensive position, they feel like they've got to stop the attacker, and I don't think we see it like that. I think it's always for the attacker to beat the defender, and the defender has to make sure that they position themselves, that they do their defensive work in the 1v1 duel, but they don't have to dive in and they don't have to stop the attacker. The attacker has to beat them, and you have to have a patience. And you look at someone like Danny Simpson. I mean, he's mastered the 1v1. He's made a career out of it, and he's made a career out of controlling attacking players that are probably quicker or more athletic than he is. But if you get your angle of approach right, you get your press right, you get your footwork correct, you get into the crossing lanes and you stop the crosses and you outwit your attacker, then you can stop them even if they've got more athletic prowess.
Well, focus on one of those positives was that Swansea were beaten at the weekend against Millwall. Is it a good time to play them?
Well, I think Swansea are a very good team. They had a fantastic start to the season, very, very well coached. Look to try to dominate the ball, play an open, expansive style, want to play through the thirds, want to get real control and rhythm in the game, and have obviously had a really good start to the season. Got some very good players. I think a nice balance in their squad. Got some ex-Premier League players that have obviously benefited from that wonderful experience, but also some young players that are hungrier and want to try to aspire to play at that level. So it's a good squad. They're well coached. They're going to ask an awful lot of questions of us. I think they've got the best away record in the league and the only unbeaten away record in the league, I believe. So we understand the challenges in front of us, but it's a game that we're looking forward to. You know, we took a lot of positives from Saturday. We were disappointed to concede late on, particularly with their first shot on target. Particularly when you look back and you see it was offside, that didn't make me feel any better. And I think, you know, while we like to control the controllables, we're disappointed that probably two decisions in the last two matches have gone against us that have both impacted on the outcome of games. With what should have been a sending off against Tommy Elphick in the Preston game after a quarter of an hour would have meant that they were down to 10 men, and then on Saturday when Jukovic is not only behind the last defender, he's actually behind Kamil Grabara when the ball's headed. So I don't think it was an easy one for the referees because it was a congested penalty area. But where's VAR when you need it?
Put the words out of my mouth there, actually. The front three of Swansea, and you talk about that Premier League experience and quality, particularly that of Routledge and Dyer. How will you look to try and maintain them?
Well, I think they're good players, aren't they? They're technical players. They get a lot of good ball from their midfield players who are equally comfortable in possession and give them a lot of good ball at the right time on the safe side and allow them to then front face. And when they front face and they get in a 1v1 moment, they're dangerous. But this is the challenge that we have in front of us. Like I said, we're now developing a confidence at home, 5 unbeaten, which is a good record, and having only lost 1 in 9 and kept 4 clean sheets in that process, we deserve to go into the game with a confidence and a belief, and if we can show the same fight and the same intensity that we played with on Saturday, then we'll be right in the game.